dancers, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about rest, recovery, why it's important, and kind of a schedule that will work for you. Before we get started though, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on a new upload. So recovery days, why are they important? First of all, when we work out or when we take ballet class, we are micro-tearing our muscles. We actually build muscle by breaking down muscle. So every time you're sore, every time you've done something new and you increase in activity level, or you took a really hard class, or you worked out really hard, you're going to have those micro tears in your muscle. When we rest, it allows those muscles and those cells to lay down and repair and rebuild so that when we go back to do that exercise again, we're stronger and the muscle is better conditioned. If we don't take those rest days, then you just continue to break down those fibers, and those cells are not able to regenerate. They're not able to repair themselves. So you're just continuously micro-tearing those muscles over and over again, which puts you in a higher risk category for overuse injuries. So let's say you're somebody who's like, I really, really, really want to get my front extensions higher. And you decide you embark on my extensions course, and you're going to not listen to the parameters because I want my results faster than 6 to 7 weeks. I want to do it every single day of the week, and I'm going to get those results in 2 weeks. That's not, unfortunately, how it works. Instead of getting those results, you're probably going to backslide, and you're going to end up with quite a bit of hip pain. People who go 110%, and you're doing it every single day of the week and not allowing those fibers to rebuild and regenerate, you guys are not going to get to your goals faster than the people who are taking it slow, breaking it down through the course, and actually taking those 7, 8, 9 weeks to develop those muscle fibers. In exercise, you'll see some changes after 2 weeks of doing a program consistently, but that full potential is not usually gained until that 6 to 8 week range, where you're going to actually see a monumental change in your technique or in your strength. When I was practicing in physical therapy in the clinics, we always would set out plans of care for about 6 to 8 weeks in duration. And that was kind of our parameter where we would say somebody would get better or notice any difference at that point. Then they'd get reevaluated and need to continue their plan of care or discontinue it based on where they were progression-wise. So saying that you're going to get your extensions better in 2 weeks or 1 week or whatever, that's just not a realistic goal. And you're going to put yourself at a higher risk category for overuse injuries. Like I said, you're not allowing those muscles time to lay down and those cells to rebuild and actually repair themselves. So what do you do on rest days? And how many rest days do you need? And should I just be sitting around on the couch eating potato chips? No. So first of all, you always want to try to strive for 5 to 6 days that are active. So let's say on Monday you're taking ballet class and stretching after. Then Tuesday you're going to cross train. Then Wednesday you want to take ballet class again. And Thursday you want to cross train. And then Friday you take ballet class again. Maybe even Saturday you cross train again. Okay, so you're alternating what you're doing. You're not going and on those days that you cross train, you don't want to do it where you're doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you're working on your arms all 3 days. Then your arms are never going to get a chance to regenerate. Instead, let's say you want to work on cross training 3 days in a row. Monday, you work on the arms. Tuesday, you work on your core. Wednesday, you work on your feet. So you're changing the muscle group every time you work. That way, you're still doing something, but that other muscle group is allowing it to repair and rest and restore while you work on that other body part. Now, I know those of you who are in companies or you're in collegiate dancing, it's a little different, right? You're going to have to follow the structure that your classes are laid out in, and guaranteed those classes are laid out in a methodical way so that you do get that rest and recovery time, or you're using different muscle groups in those different genres of classes. So on the rest and recovery days, do you have to do nothing? No. Stretching is resting and recovering. Now, when we talk about stretching, we never want to stretch a cold muscle. That's a pretty known fact at this point. So doing something that's a little bit aerobic before you get into a stretching routine. Let's say you're just not somebody who likes to sit still like myself. I like to go for walks. So I'll take a walk and then I'll come home, I'll foam roll and stretch. And that's my recovery routine for the day. Drinking lots of water, making sure my protein intake is high because our muscles need protein in order to lay down those cells and rebuild and repair. So those are things that you can do on your rest days. Saying you have to take a rest day isn't saying that you need to lie on the couch and just completely be sedentary the entire day. Take a walk, foam roll, stretch, do yoga, do something like that. These are all different forms of activity that are not going to stress your body out and put you at risk for an overuse injury. However, 7 days a week of ballet class or 7 days a week of exercise or cross training, that will put you at risk for overuse injuries. The other thing that you want to do to avoid overuse injuries is kind of alternate your plan as far as how you're going about your training. So this is an example of something that is not a good plan. Let's say Monday, I go to ballet class. After ballet class, I do my cross-training exercises, and I have one set routine that I do every single time. I do planks, push-ups, crunches, straight leg raise, bridges. Then after that, I stretch. Then I repeat the exact same formula on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I take 2 days of rest. That's not a good layout. The problem with that is that you're doing the same thing every single day. Your muscles aren't getting time to rebuild and regenerate during the week then. And even though you're giving it those 2 days of rest, you still need to vary your routine. So instead of having one massive day of exercise every single day, you should split things up so that you have different focus areas throughout the week so you're not struggling to walk or get out of bed every morning. So let's take it like this instead. Take ballet class. Do a couple of cross-training exercises afterward. That's fine. You can work on your feet, you can work on your core, and then stretch. And then the next day, do something different. Don't do the same thing. Take a jazz class. Take a different ballet class. Doesn't matter. Then do some different cross-training exercises. If you're really somebody who wants to dance 5 days a week, that's fine. But you need to try to figure out different ways to vary up using different muscle groups each day so that you actually have a full-body training schedule that allows for rest and recovery. So now, in regards to my courses on the platform, I get a lot of questions saying, can I take all the courses at once? Do I have to do one course at a time? What do I do here? So I always recommend people start with the core course. If you have a really solid foundation in your core region, then it will help with your technique and gaining towards those other goals in the platform. Now, can you work on the core course and some other course simultaneously? Yeah, absolutely. So let's say you take ballet class 3 times a week. You want to start the core course. You do that 3 times a week too. You could do that before you do your class as a muscle priming workout so that you're holding your core in. Or you could do it after if you have enough energy and you feel like you're ready to do it then. Then you can work on a different course in those other 2 days of the week. So let's say you want to work on splits. You can also fit those in after your ballet class. So the courses are designed to be kind of manipulated to fit what is your life. So you could work on the splits course after your classes for flexibility and range of motion. You could work on the core course on your off days. You could work on the extensions course on different days than you're working on the core course. And I don't mean to overwhelm you with you have to go work on all these courses. What I'm trying to tell you is for those of you who are really eager to obtain goals, you have to split things up. So you can't do everything at once as far as taking a day and doing all the exercises to address all these different goals. It's so much better if you're just focusing on one goal and then get that goal and move forward from that, and it's going to be better on your body. So do I recommend taking all the courses at once? No. Can you do more than one course at once? Yeah, but I would try to fit them with courses that complement each other. Like core and extensions, that is a good mix. Or anything with the splits course, because the splits will be more for your recovery and flexibility. And if you're struggling with trying to figure out a program for you, trying to figure out a schedule, if you're a member, reach out to me because I will help you set up things so that you can get a flow down that works for your life and for your schedule and for your body. The highest importance that you take care of your body now, no matter how old you are or how young you are, take care of it now so that in the future, whatever your future holds, whether you're just a regular individual walking around, that you're not in pain doing that. Don't forget to check out the Veronica K platform for step-by-step courses in cross training, some help for you to get your body healthy and progress with dance technique. And also, don't forget, I have weekly live classes for cross training and ballet technique. Hit that subscribe button below, and I will see you next time, dancers.